We'll start at Sydney in the Expressway Stakes. Nominations early weren't good. Numbers were down. They found a field, if you like. So it looks on paper to be a skinny race, is it?
I think it is. I think there's probably three main hopes. There's only 4 nominations or something like that originally. They got it out to 18. Obviously, a lot of benchmark horses had a look at a Group 2 and thought, gee, we could run top 4 here and get some good prize money.
Yep.
Golden Mile, the Guineas winner, is back.
Resumes, yep.
You would think, he's trialled once. It was a nice trial. You would think he's probably got some targets a little bit further down the track, perhaps a Randwick Guineas or something like that, or an Australian Guineas perhaps. So how fit is he going to be? Forbidden Love, great autumn horse. Very good on the last
prep?
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe she's... This is the problem I have with mares that finish a prep out of form or below their best.
Yeah.
They rarely come back and go through the roof again. Usually it's that decline. So she's hard in the market off a really good trial. She won by about 4 lengths. Yeah. Zapateo won in faster time on the same day. So maybe the margin made it look better than it was on the clock with Forbidden Love. I'm just a bit wary of those two in this race.
And what about the other couple of late nominations, if you like, Maria Mia and Pizarro?
Well, Maria Mia was great on that Magic Millions weekend, winning in Sydney and holding off Spacewalk, who was unlucky in the race. It was a really good performance. Pizarro's the horse that I've settled on. I think this horse is a stakes class horse in the making. He's got the turn of foot, I think, to win at least to Group 3 level. Now, this comes pretty quickly for him. He's an 81 raider and still has grades in hand. But I think John O'Shea's looked at this race and thought, you know what, let's test him out against a couple of nice horses, and basically the rest are benchmark horses. Let's see what he can do. Unlucky first up, I thought. Flooded home to the line. Each way, I think he's the bet.
All right, so you've got Pizarro on top. What about your top 3 in order then?
Well, Golden Mile's the next for me. I think Golden Mile's trial says that he's got good residual fitness from the spring without being super wound up for this. So looking for him to run on well. Forbidden Love next.
I've got Golden Mile on top. J-Mac on board. A nice draw for Golden Mile. I've got Maria Mia. I've said that twice now. I've got a problem with Maria Mia. I always like sound of music. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I've also, I thought that was a really strong win, wasn't it? At a lower level, but really did show a lot over the last furlong. And I've thrown in Forbidden Love. You just don't know if that trial, her best probably wins the race if she is back off the back of that trial. So I've got Forbidden Love in for third. I mentioned the 2 other group races. We're talking about 2-year-old seasons. We've got the Canonbury and the Widden. The Canonbury is basically our favourite for the Golden Slipper and King's Gambit, very short, whereas the Widden's a little bit more open. Just an overview of those 2 races. Did you find a best bet in either of them?
Not at the price. King's Gambit's a
not at the price.
I'm really keen to see back. You know, the win was great at Caulfield, and then the trial win recently was just awesome. $1.40. It's very, very short. Red Resistance is a nice horse, beats Steel City. I think probably my value bet comes up in that fillies race with Steel City. She's going around at $7 here. She was odds on or near enough last time. I don't see why she is such a big drifter in price. You know,
think she's overs?
I think she's way overs. Yeah, she's the value bet.
All right, so that's your value bet, Steel City. What about your best 2 bets in Sydney?
Race 7, number 10, Spacewalk. I think he'll bounce back from that unlucky run first up when every man and his dog was on him. Just stiff, just got into a bad spot and the run came too late. Race 4, number 6, Tip of the Spears, the other one. Annabelle Neesham trains for OTI. 1500 first up, hit a flat spot. Just lost its momentum, building really well through the line. 2,000 metres, I think it's ideal for this horse.
I've gone best bet late in the day. Think about it for Joe Pride. A horse on the way up has won 3 of 4. Returned in style. Can race on a soft or a good track depending on what we get. Runs time, I think, better than a benchmark 78. I like Cosmic Minerva in race 3 for rate number 2. A dual acceptor with that Think About It race. So we'll have to see what happens there. So I'm hoping races in race number 3. Flew second up to really had to caught the eye behind Ringmaster. Back in grade, and the step up to $1,500 is ideal. And I've got Dipsy Doodle as the value. Maybe you're just on name, but trial was in good time, so had the 1 run first prep, ran 4th, was okay, but I think over the odds at around that $14 mark.
Absolutely. Got more ability than that.
Yep, Dipsy Doodle. That is just something I wanted to say out loud. That's it for our look at Sydney. Coming up next, James Lamb from Punters.com joins us.
The betting brand for sports fans. That's better. Gamble responsibly.